Big booty challenge. So what you're going to do is walk backwards towards the wall. If your booty touches the wall before your back does, then that means you got a big old booty.
Huh? It shouldn't be. I don't know. I think it's done.
What's one of the saddest moments you've had at work? I'll go first.
I worked at Walmart for 11 years, and for 8 of those 11 years, I worked in the wireless center. And at the time, wireless and electronics in the photo lab were all right next to each other. One night in 2008, 2009, I was working a 4 to 11 shift. It was a particularly slow night, and so my coworker over in the photo lab had to take her 15-minute break before the end of her shift. Now, this was back when they had they still have them, the instant picture makers. So you'd bring in your SD card or a flash drive and pull up the pictures that are on it and process them yourself. Well, when I went over to the photo lab to cover her shift, there was a woman there printing off photos. And I mean a lot of photos. And they all had this adorable baby in them. She was cute, chubby cheeks, brown hair, just a doll, just an absolute doll. But she had so many. And so she'd ask a question. I'd do my best to assist her. I was trained to work over there after all. I was just doing my job. Now, sometimes if you'd ask, hey, can you trim these up? We would do that for free. But you'd got to let us know if you wanted us to do that or not, and we could handle that for you. Well, she had so many photos, I went ahead and did it without asking. So I cut up her 5x7s and her wallet-sized pictures and then got them organized so that way she didn't have to worry about trimming them when she got home. And so I made an envelope for the 8x10s, an envelope for the 5x7s, and an envelope for the wallet-sized pictures. And again, there was a lot of these photos. And so once I rung her up, I said, here you go. And here's an envelope for the wallet size. Here's an envelope for the 5x10s. And here's one for the 8x10s and the 5x7s, so forth and so on. And I showed her how I had it organized and then put them all in one big envelope with the price tag on it and rang her up there. She started crying and was thanking me. And I thought that was such a weird reaction. It's like, it was a slow night. I just thought I'd be kind of nice and just thought I was doing my job. Well, the customer leaves, and then my coworker, who was coming back from her break, shows up. And she said, did you ring her out? And I said, yeah. And I trimmed all of her photos, got them all organized for her just by putting them in different envelopes. And she started crying, but she thanked me for being so kind to her. I don't understand. And my coworker says this. She says, I know her, and the baby in the photos passed away from SIDS this morning. You organizing her photos probably made her day. You never know.
Oh my God, do you need your inhaler? 'Cause you got that asthma.
That isn't normal. That's not normal. You're traumatizing kids. The only thing normal about that is if you wanted to indoctrinate through trauma. Those children, to reach that state, have been told that they are dirty and filthy and sinful. So they are crying out to forgiveness to a man that was written about by other men thousands of years ago, with grown men leading those types of things, who will later go on to rape them. That is grooming. That's indoctrination. That is a cult.
Big booty challenge. So what you're going to do is walk backwards towards the wall. If your booty touches the wall before your back does, then that means you got a big old booty.
Oh my God, do you need your inhaler? Cause you got that asthma.
Part 2, how to cheat. Okay, let's talk about phones. If you have your phone in a case like this, get rid of that. You want to put your phone in a wallet case. All right? And then it's always covered. You're always hiding your phone. You just woke up. You didn't mean to fall asleep in her bed. What do? You do not call. You do not go home. Check yourself in the hospital. Never, ever wash your play clothes. Always send them to the dry cleaners. The only thing you wash, socks, underwear, gym. That way, if you got a woman's scent all over you or makeup, you drop them off to the dry cleaners. Worried about getting a phone call in the middle of the night? Okay. Set random alarms for the middle of the night. Make sure your alarm tone and your ring tone is the exact same. And just keep randomly going over to your phone, cutting it off. Damn alarm, I keep forgetting to turn it off. If a ring, middle of the night, she'll think it's an alarm. Never use credit cards or debit cards. It is always cash. Always have your passenger seat set all the way back. Always. So no matter who gets in the car and how they adjust it, you can always set it back to the way it was. Got a beautiful girl that smells really good in your truck. Gym bag. Leave it in there overnight. One smell, she'll think nobody was in that car. Always answer your phone. Always, I don't care who it is. Answer your phone. Just start talking about random shit to a person that doesn't even exist. That person will get it. They'll get it. Just answer the phone. You just got them fucking, like really good fucking. You took a shower. Never go home clean. Go to the gym, get really sweaty, balls stank. Okay, out of time. Part 3 comes soon.
When they say you seem so laid back, I couldn't picture you acting out of character.
The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
Asking to charge your phone in public.
Do you guys have an outlet I can use for like 5 minutes? If there's one right here, can I use this real quick? Okay, I'll be back. Thank y'all for letting me charge my phone in this outlet. This is my charger. Wait till you hit a click. Oh.
That's acting a fit in there.
Did you know we used to have a maximum wage in the United States? Because I just learned about it and I need everyone to be as hunted by this information as I am. It was started during World War II under FDR, and guess who ended it? Reagan! Of course it was Reagan! Anyways, it wasn't a formal income limit, it was a progressive tax structure. The idea of a progressive tax rate is certainly not new. In 1880, it was proposed by Felix Adler. Adler proposed that once your income reaches such an extent that you have a sum of money that gives you all of the refinements and comforts that you could possibly need, you don't get any more money. So in 1942, after Pearl Harbor, FDR proposed Adler's 100% top tax rate, which would ostensibly cap income at $25,000. Which in 2022 dollars is about $375,000 a year. So more than enough money. And it was incredibly popular, bipartisanly. By 1944, anyone in the US making more than $200,000 a year faced a 94% tax. And our top tax rate would hover around 90% for the next 2 decades. As a result, the US had the biggest and healthiest middle class in any country in the world. By 1970, the top 1% of income earners earned only about 1/10 of the income in the US. Do you want to know what percentage of national income the 1% earns in 2022? It's 32.3%. So the super wealthy in the US are astronomically wealthier than they were in 1970, whereas average take home for the typical American worker has stagnated since 1970, while the cost of living, housing, and education has skyrocketed. Tax the rich, no one needs that much money, trickle-down economics doesn't work, and as always, this is a Ronald Reagan slander account, thank you. I also need it to be known that this policy, as well as other progressive economic and social policies, were axed right around the time that Black people, Indigenous people, other people of color, and women started getting rights, and that's not a coincidence.
Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of videos about big boy season, fat boy fall, all that good stuff, because y'all know I like me a big boy, yeah? But it ain't for the most common reasons why. I'm gonna tell you. I mean, sure, they're soft, yeah? Oh, nice and cuddly. Yeah. Warm. It's kind of like having your own personal jungle gym. You can climb all over anytime you want to, yeah? Whew. Fuck yeah. Oh. And if they're fucking bearded, Lord! Fucking beat me up, Scotty. Please. But there's also a scientific reason, yeah? It's law of physics. Just think of all that velocity that's put into a thrust and how much impact that's going to have. Because they're bigger, they carry more weight. Just bam. Hang on.
I'm off these motherfucking drugs, I be tripping if a motherfucker.
This is what life without Giselle is like for Tom Brady.
There's plenty of videos going around right now, but let's just keep this simple. Tom Brady has been extremely vocal about Giselle being a witch. The things that she has done for him, the rituals that she has performed, XYZ, this, that, and the third, you get it, right? When you find yourself with a bruja, and a piritita, what have you, we always put a little extra juju on your stuff, honey, okay? Because we love you and we want you to do well, all with good intentions and harm to nobody. But when you decide to screw us over, what is happening to Tom Brady right now is called calling your power back. So you can do whatever you want after you screw me over, but trust and believe that as you move forward through life, everything that I have given you is coming with me. And that is just on period. What you are witnessing right now is Tom Brady's energetic downfall. And it's only going to get worse from here. Coming from an espiritita, that divorce is going to get nasty.
No. Oh, no. I come home so I can get y'all behind out and... Oh!